Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you may be listening to this. I am thrilled that you are here. Hello and welcome, and let me know. Give me a shout out in the comments. Let me know who you are, where you're from, maybe what age your littles or bigs are from. And let's get started. A game plan. So it's August. And there's a change in the air. The days grow shorter. It's August. There's a change in the air, and the days grow shorter. Um, Back to school sales are everywhere. Some of you are in schools in New York. We're about to start schools, and we as parents start to think, or more likely worry, about the upcoming year, and as do our kids. Will we be all right? Well, what kind of challenges are we going to face? We say as parents, did I do enough? Will our kids do well in school? Have they fallen behind, whatever that means? What about their friends? Good, bad, any? And their teachers? Are the teachers going to like them? And the list of will they and what ifs goes on and on and on and on. So, what's a mother to do? So, for those of you whose paths are crossing mine for the first time, I'm Mary Kerwin. I'm a mother of four, grandmother to two, and a teacher, uh, decades long classroom teacher turned coach. And one of the ways I support moms is to recognize and change the patterns that are not working for them and theirs so they can get back to the business of enjoying life. And this worry spiral is part of one of those patterns. And through the inner circle membership program, moms can get the skill set and support and community needed to ditch the overwhelm and the guilt and the worry and the indecisiveness and improve the quality of lives for themselves and their families. So, do you know any moms who could use some support? Have them join us. So back to the game plans, because so often we're concerned about the new school year. Maybe your last year was difficult or wasn't what you wanted it to be, or maybe it was great and you think that this year can't possibly measure up. There are thousands of maybes, but here's a gem that will make this year and actually the rest of your life worry free. Realize that you write your own story. At any given moment, you have the opportunity, you have the power to change the outcome. Things may not go your way, but how you react to it is on you. And I can't stress this enough. It is so important for us to model this for our kids and to point out the stories of others. There are tons of examples for this in all walks of life. You have Einstein, Michael Jordan, Keanu Reeves, that overcame that things didn't work out the way they thought, but they overcame it. Find someone who inspires your child and hold her up as an example, not to compare them, but to aspire to something bigger. Put your best foot forward to ensure that your kid or your kiddos thrive, and give them lessons that will last a lifetime, the things that aren't taught in schools, lessons of adaptability, lessons of resilience, confidence, and even courage. You are the architect of your family. You set the tone, you model the behavior, and our kids will be stronger for this. The one thing that you have that nobody else has is you, your voice, your mind, your story, and your vision. So write and draw and build and play and dance and live as only you can. That's Neil Gaiman. I love that quote. It's so true. If we can just write and draw and build and play and dance and live as us. So along with the new backpacks, along with the pencil cases, the disinfectants, the hand sanitizers, preparing your kid or kids to be the best and do their best is key. Simple, not easy. So here's a plan of action to ensure a successful year. Number one, have your, and even if they already started school, this can be done now. I mean, we're early enough in the year. Have your child identify what he or she thinks is going to be the biggest challenge to overcome this year. No judgment on that. It doesn't matter if you agree, it doesn't matter if you don't agree. Giving them the power to voice what they're concerned about, what's on their mind, is cathartic. So we're doing this without judging. 2, set goals. Set goals together. After you decide what the issue is, then with your kiddo, come up with a plan. What steps need to be taken to reach their goals? What things do they need to avoid? Include 1 or 2, 3 if you need, action steps or strategies to use if and when they face a challenge. And write the specific steps down. These have to be steps that your kiddo feels he or she is able to implement, not something that you think that they should do. Somebody bothers you, go in there. Some kids cannot do that. Let them decide. The third thing about for a successful year is to have a morning routine and make sure it involves breakfast. Starting the day with a calm and purpose follows the student throughout. In the classroom, I could tell who was rushed out of the house and cranky and who had enough time in the morning. The importance of breakfast has been well documented. Intermittent fasting is not for kids. There are many things you can do to alleviate the morning stress. Get the proper sleep, laying out clothes the night before, making the lunches the night before, having a breakfast menu so that it's easier for you so you don't have to think so much. No screens, TV, computer, tablets, phones in the morning. But it comes down to having a routine that works for you. And a start to the day routine that involves skipping breakfast adds stress, chaos, and mayhem. And I'm thinking back to my own, getting my 4 kids dressed and out the door so that I can be to work on time. Definitely steps on one's end. So a routine is good. Laying as much as you can the night before. The 4th thing is homework time. Often cause a contention in the house. Make it your child's responsibility. You can set up a regular time and a specific space. Make it free from distractions, the TV, the phone. And once established and the habit is built, there's an end to much of the homework battles. So it can be no TV before home. And I just want to put an aside to this. Some of us work best with music or white noise in the background. So that may be beneficial. Some of us don't. And 5, ban the negative talk. Eliminate phrases like, I can't, it's too hard, I don't get it, I can't help it, he made me, she doesn't like me. And replace them with phrases that empower your child. I need help figuring this out. Not, I can't, this is challenging. Not, it's too hard, this is challenging. Figure out a plan to help your kid take responsibility for his or her own behavior and navigate or remove themselves from situations that tend to drag them down. And watch them soar. If we want to model for them, it's gonna help us also. And 6 is to be involved. Your child's teacher will be a huge part of life for the next 9, 10 months. So establish a positive relationship with the teacher from the start, one that respects each other's boundaries and maintain an open dialogue. Fit school functions into your schedule if at all possible. Attend back to school nights. Volunteer if they have that. Find out the school's policy if and when you can. If schedules don't allow you to be there in person, be involved through supportive notes and phone calls, because kids thrive when they have a team behind them. And you and your child's teachers can be that team. If you have a disagreement with your child's teacher, go to them first and then move on up the chain. A special word on separation. Actually, a lot of words probably. Navigating separation anxiety during school drop-offs can be challenging. It's important to recognize the normalcy of these fears. When handling a crying kid, remember that consistency is key. And that starts before you get to school. And again, start with a calm morning routine, because that provides assurance. You lay your clothes out the night before. Have lunch packed. Do whatever you need to do for a calm morning. Briefly, don't make it, again, less is more when it comes to talking to kids. Briefly talk about your day's plans, letting them know what to expect. We're going to this, and this. Create a special goodbye routine that's quick and reassuring. And sadly, the break has to be fast. Kiss the palm of their hand, tell them to put it in their pocket. Whatever you want to do. I would not recommend giving them something, because that can get lost. Over time, help them feel more secure about the separation, and involve the teacher. Communication is crucial. I was a preschool teacher. Brief the teacher about their feelings and any strategies that work, because they can provide extra support and help them settle into the day, settle into the classroom. Different kids like different things. Some kids want the teacher to go over to them. Some kids need to sit on a lap. Some kids need to be by themselves for a few minutes. But when you're dealing with these separation problems, remember patience is vital, and gradually exposing to similar situations outside of school, play dates, or other activities can help build confidence in managing their emotions. Stay strong and compassionate, because you're guiding your kids through an important phase of growth. The more nervous we get, the more they pick up on our nervousness. So yeah, short, sweet, and have a routine. And whenever you're ready, here are 4 ways I help parents. If you're not a member of the Encourage Greatness private Facebook community, join now. But I think this is going into that. So I think that anyone who's seeing this is probably already a member. We'd love to have you. Be a member, be participative, be comment, ask questions, be an active part of the community. The second thing you could do is schedule a breakthrough session. In the session, we'll look at your goals and the challenges you're facing. We'll look at some opportunities you might be missing, and we'll uncover any hidden problems that may be sabotaging your desired results. Whatever we do, you'll leave the session renewed and re-energized and inspired to get results, and you'll have a plan to do that. A plan of action, because wishing it doesn't make it so. We have to take action, right? How many was that? Oh, you can get coaching, you can get accountability and support as you go through The ages and stages of parenting, as I like to call them. You can join by joining the Encourage Greatness Inner Circle membership program. Encourage Greatness Inner Circle membership program. That's a mouthful. And the fourth way is you can be mentored by me. Every year, I have a limited number of spots for support and mentorship in a private VIP day, a virtual meeting that's dedicated to setting up a plan for you. It's as long as it takes. We'll not only have a plan of action, you'll have implementation steps and accountability and support personally to see it through. And it all starts with a phone call. So any of these things can be done through the phone call. So we'll put the link to my scheduler below. And if any of these seem like the support that you need, we'll set it up and work on something together. That's it for now. Ciao, ciao. Until next time, and happy school year.